Peace. This is a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today I want to talk about dialogue with the Norse gods. In particular, Loki, the son of Fabati, and his daughter Hel or Hela. I recently wanted to do some pendulum readings for the occult family, but my seven chakra pendant was missing, and it's not like me to lose things. So I was contemplating just simply ordering another one. So what ends up happening is that yesterday, in plain sight, where only I could see it because it's just me, but it was right there on the floor next to my bed. And I said, okay, let me take in something. So for the occult family, that those that don't know, sometimes spirits, especially trickster deities, will take something of yours. Now, if you clumsy, this doesn't apply. If you clumsy and you just misplace stuff and you're forgetful, this doesn't apply. But if you're a very structured person and you put something somewhere and all of a sudden it comes up missing, you could be dealing with a trickster spirit or god, or even someone from the fairy kingdom. So I want to make that very clear. So what ends up happening is I was doing some divination and I said, okay, let me just throw something out here. I started naming all spirits that possibly would have had my pendulum. The answer was no, no, no. Then I said, Loki, did you have my pendant? He said, yeah, I took your pendulum. Just really point blank, just cut and dry, just like that. And I said, just I possess curiosity. Like, why did you take my pendulum? He said, because I wanted to get your attention. And I said, would you like to form a relationship and teach me and work with me? He said, exactly. That's what I wanted to do. So what I had did was I contacted a fellow occultist out of the country, and we have mutual respect for each other. And he had said to me when we were communicating via Messenger, he says, "Funny you got in touch with me because I was just doing a ritual for Diana and Artemis, and one of his skill sets is Norse magic. This is what he deals with." And I asked him, I said, well, I need you to tell me everything about Loki that you can. Share everything that you can with me. And he was telling me, and he said, who really can keep Loki from tricking you, because he will trick you, but he will give you so much wisdom. But who kind of keeps him on his square so he doesn't take it too far is his daughter, Hela, or Hel. Hela is the goddess of the underworld. She is the goddess of the underworld, and basically, she greets people upon their death. And Hela or Hell is a straight shooter. Period. Point blank. She's a straight shooter. So he said, that's one of my matrons. I'll send her your way. And Hela came to me. Think of this when you think of Hela or Hell. Hela is she can care, but she's very no nonsense, and that's the energy that I picked up from her. Very no nonsense. So I posed some questions. I said, your father, Loki, can you know, he took my pendulum. He said, yeah, he took your pendulum. And I said, well, we had made an agreement for him to teach me and show me certain things. Will he honor? He said, oh, no, he'll honor the agreement. And I said, Hella, were you would you like to work with me as well? I said, was that part of it? She said, yeah, if you work with him, you're going to work with me. And I said, oh, okay, I'm starting to understand a little bit. And I said, do I have to worry about my demise since you are the goddess of death? Do I have to worry about that? She said, you don't have to worry about that no time soon. You're fine. But you are on the radar of the Norse gods. And I asked her some personal questions, and she's like, no, you're fine, and I will help you, and you have protection. And I said, okay, fine. So, what's some of the offerings that you can make if you deal with Norse gods such as Loki? Believe it or not, Loki likes candy, but here's the thing. If you're going to get an alcohol beverage and pour out libations to Loki, Loki likes old granddad. I can't make this up. Loki likes old granddad. And crystals associated with Loki, which I just happen to have, bloodstone, hematite, and what they refer to as fool's gold or pyrite. Those are crystals associated with Loki, and he likes old granddad, and he likes candy, and his daughter Hela also likes candy, and she also likes people that take time out. If you're somebody in the mental health field, she has a soft spot where you want to work with people in the mental health field or people who are towards their demise, such as in hospice or with a terminal disease. Hella offerings will consist of wine, she likes apples, and tea. And I had posed a question to Hella. I said, well, and I call myself being clever because just like I will be tested, I wanted to test this. I said, well, does it make a difference? I'm a so called person of color or African American. And Hella was like, what are you talking about? I don't care about that. So that was what was communicated to me because the Norse tradition goes back to Scandinavia and the Germanic people. She said, I don't care about that. In other words, that's what you humans are hung up on. I don't care about that. And she told me upon my demise what I'm supposed to become. So that was a dialogue with Loki and Hela. And Loki is also good at time manipulation and shape shifting. He can assume either animal form or male or female. And Loki said, I've been here. I came through out the realms and took on a human form. So that's just something that I wanted to communicate to the occult family. So it's never boring with the Water Alchemist and Meat Potato Sorcery. So that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. The Water Alchemist. Be water, my friend. Peace.